Logan Stanley, Luke Schenn, and Sam Carrick are all Buffalo Sabres in 2 separate trades, but we're going to combine them into one video. And we're going to start with the bigger trade because I think there's a lot more to this Logan Stanley, Luke Schenn trade than meets the eye. And Jets fans, I know, were getting a little restive online last night because they're like, yeah, you know, Chevy's going to not make any moves. I think he made a good one. So let's start with this. Sabres acquire Logan Stanley and Luke Schenn, who is, by the way, 50% retained, from the Jets for Jacob Bryson, Isak Rosen, a 2027 second-round pick, and a conditional 4th. Now, the condition on the 4th is the better of Buffalo or Edmonton's 2026 4th-round pick.
4th round? Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, because they're somewhat even in the standings, actually. It's kind of funny.
I gotta tell you.
That might be Edmonton's pick.
Great move.
Great move. Okay, so
for Winnipeg.
So let's talk about the Winnipeg return first. Okay.
Yeah, I don't hate it for Buffalo either, but that's a really good return.
So Isak Rosen's been mentioned in everything, guys, from like potential Robert Thomas rumors to Colton Parayko. So yeah, the Blues kind of wanted him. Jacob Bryson. What do we know about these two players, Bryson and Rosen?
So with Isak Rosen, I mean, the good news with the Buffalo Sabres is they have so many prospects that they're just simply not all going to make it, right?
Or there just simply won't be room, even if they did all make it.
There won't be room. They're all going to make it in the league. Like Isak Rosen's going to make it in the league. Is there going to be room on the Sabres? I don't know. Like they were talking about Merck potentially. It sounded like he was going to be in either the Thomas trade or the Parayko trade or both. That'll be interesting, seeing how it potentially affects that relationship. But they didn't trade him, right? Isak Rosen. In the NHL this season, 16 games played, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. In the AHL, he's dominant. In 37 games, 25 goals. Add to that 18 assists and 43 points. Well over point per game. 14th overall pick from 2021. This guy's going to bolster Winnipeg instantly. And this is a team that's like, let's get Jonathan Toews, who hasn't played in like 3 years or even trained with an NHL team in 3 years. And they're immediately adding a young player into a slot that probably should have been made for a young player the entire time.
Yeah, and he's a center, and that's key, right?
It's very big. He is a pending RFA, but he hasn't exactly done enough in his
8 career points. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, like I think they'll be able to get him at a reasonable number.
Bryson, what do you know?
So I had to double check everything when I was looking up Bryson, which is why it took longer to start this video. This season, 35 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. He's 5'9" and doesn't do an abundance of anything, like in terms of counting stats. He has 12 shots total. 12 shots total.
Man, those are Pettersson level stats.
9 hits total, 20 blocks total in 35 games. He averaged on the Buffalo Sabres 10 minutes and 2 seconds a game, which is nothing. So I don't really know what he turns into for the Winnipeg Jets. If he's good, he's good. He's 28. Like, this isn't a prospect. I assume he's going to get a lot more playing time on Winnipeg, who just traded an entire D pair.
Well, you said before, you said that, hey, he doesn't do a lot in terms of counting stats, and I'm like, he must be big. Nope, he's 5'9".
He's 5'9". His possession numbers have to be good, because otherwise, oh boy, I'm not sure.
Or maybe the contract spot.
I think a lot of people looked at that and were like, oh, we must be getting some sort of draft pick that didn't work out or somebody young. It's just like, no. This is just a depth player.
Yeah. It's a depth player, and that's fine. Don't even bother focusing on that.
Yeah.
It's Rosen and the 2 picks.
You're getting a very high-end prospect. That is the key of this trade.
Maybe it turns into a Stetcher situation where it's like, oh, this guy's useless, and then he plays on a team that's not very good, and okay, he's fine, and that's how he recruits.
And then he becomes useless again.
But not until he signs a new deal.
That's right.
Which is all that matters for him.
Jesse, the Buffalo Sabres have acquired roughly 13 feet of defensemen. Luke Schenn is 6'2". Logan Stanley is 6'7". They are big boys. They are not fast. Buffalo's got speed on the back end, though. They've got puck handling on the back end. In the playoffs, you need veterans and you need size, and I think they got them, and guys that have played deep into the playoffs, won cups. What do you think about Logan Stanley and Luke Schenn on this Buffalo Sabres roster?
It's a massive
Literally.
payment for your 6th and 7th defenseman, really. Like, Luke Schenn shouldn't be in that lineup every single day. Like, I wouldn't pencil him in there. There's your 7th D. So you are giving up a lot. But this is the weak spot of the Buffalo Sabres. And there's a reason Kekalainen was pushing for Parayko so hard, is because it really solidified their place in the playoff picture if they could really get Parayko there and get stronger on the back end. So Stanley does that. It's just, I think he overpaid for the pure rental of Stanley, who's going to be UFA at the end of the season. But this is what they need. It's just a little too much.
I still think I was on to something the other day when we were talking about it. I don't know if Kesselring ends today as a Sabre.
Well, it would be kind of great if he did, because that's a pretty nasty defense group.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
With Schenn as the
outside.
extra?
So you have Samuelson, Dahlin, Byram Power, Stanley, Kesselring, and you can move those guys around. That is a formidable defense crew. And listen, we kept talking about, well, does Bo Byram get moved or does Michael Kesselring get moved? Sometimes it's like a scratch that's healing. Like, don't pick at it. That, you got it. It's good. It's going to handle itself.
The team I keep going back to is the 2011 Canucks, who had to use 13 defensemen en route to the Stanley Cup
That's what I'm
final.
saying, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
No, like the physicality is what they don't have back there. Like, I'm not knocking Byram or Dahlin or Power, but a guy whose main game is being big and being a defenseman in Logan Stanley, that's what they need.
That's what they need.
Range.
They got what they need. It's just a little expensive.
You know, whenever we talk about big defensemen, we're like, oh, they're big and they're punishing. That's not necessarily everyone's game, but the range matters. And now, like, Power's huge too. Mm-hmm. And Stanley and Schenn, there's not going to be a ton of room back there. And also, we still have to, every time he gets brought up, mention the funniest stat. Logan Stanley has been in the league for years and years. Career high of 1 goal heading into this season. He has 9.
That's what I wanted to say.
He has 9.
He broke out. He's having a
Like,
big year.
in what a ridiculously massive way.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah. And when I talk about 6th and 7th defensemen, Connor Timmins is also on this lineup.
Oh, yeah.
He's been out with a broken leg, I want to say, since December-ish.
You need those.
So eventually, you gotta like to play hockey. Eventually, if he comes back this season, which I assume he will, they have a lot of guys.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the great thing. Schenn and Stanley are not necessarily like big puck movers, although Stanley's had some scoring this year. They're not bad. I'm just saying they're not like,
they already have them.
They're not Owen Power, Bo Byram, and Rasmus Dahlin. What I like about this Stanley thing, guys, is Logan Stanley is currently averaging about 17 minutes a night in Winnipeg, which is probably more than they expected him to play. It's nice to know that he can in the playoffs in case you need him. But if you can get him back down to 14 or 15 minutes a night, that's a pretty powerful guy at 6'7" back there to be coming on the ice fresh. Now, there was another trade, and I think we got to get to that one too. Sam Carrick, who is got to be at this point in the Hockey Hall of Guys. Man, what a career.
So I quizzed Adam with this. Jesse, I don't think you were in the room, so I'm going to ask you. Sam Carrick was drafted in 2010.
Okay.
16 years ago.
That's a long time.
How many NHL games has he played?
16, like 450.
450?
400.
It's even less than that. It's 380.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not saying that to chirp him. That's the reason why I have so much time for Sam Carrick. It's dark days for me.
Can I just announce the trade first? Let me
go.
The Buffalo Sabres acquired Sam Carrick from the Rangers for a 2026 third and a 2026 sixth round pick. Go ahead.
Sam Carrick being worth 2 picks in the big 2026 is so wild.
Played 80 games last year.
He like, it's dark days for the Leafs right now. He was drafted in 2010. That's dark. Dark. And it took him forever to make his NHL debut. He only played like 9 games or whatever it is with the Leafs. He played AHL games as recently as the 22-23 season. And that dude has pretty much literally punched and hit his way into the NHL in his 30s. Mm-hmm. He has put up some points along the way too, not a ton. He's made himself useful. Like, good for him, man. Good for him. Like, every time his name comes up, I'm like, I can't believe you're still here. Good for you, dude. It's unreal.
Now,
Like he made it. He
Jesse,
made it.
This is a Rangers team that has announced already this morning, basically through the insiders, that if the Trocheck offers don't get better, they're not going to trade him. And I think it's crazy. I mean, the Trocheck offer have to be insane, because if Sam Carrick with 300 career games is going to get you a third and a sixth this year, that's a pretty damn good return for the Rangers.
Sell.
What do you think about New York's work here?
It's a ridiculous haul for Sam Carrick. Like, I think that's kind of what we're outlining here. This player has been playing on the fourth line for the Rangers this season. And to get a third and a sixth for your fourth line center is really good business by Drury, which isn't something that's said very often. So, like, I applaud him for this.
It's a good trade.
This is selling somebody, too, who's not just a normal trade deadline sell. This is a guy with another year under his to go till he becomes a UFA, and you're selling him early, and maybe that's why you're also able to get this package for him.
That's 100% why.
Yeah.
It's at a huge premium right now. Like, there's like what could he get as a UFA with the cap going the way it is?
League min. Yeah, he's going to be 35 at the time he's a UFA next time.
Jesse, for a player with experience who's like a guaranteed NHL player, I think if I'm Sam Carrick's agent, I'm going to market thinking I can get him at least 1.5.
In
Really?
2027?
In 2027.
35.
In the big 2027.
Isn't league min going to be like 1.1 then? I think he still gets a raise on his current
No, it's
contract.
like $800K roughly.
No, but it's going up with the CBA.
Oh, it is going up.
Yeah.
Then it's 2.
I don't know. I guess you're higher on Sam Carrick than I am.
No, I'm higher on he's on a maybe.
Sure.
Like he's a known commodity, right?
Yeah. But I like depth for the Sabres. Good for them.
Yeah, it's going to be, by the way, Justin Danforth is out at least a month. Or, well, he's been out for a while. Excuse me, not at least a month. He's been out a while. So that kind of fills that spot for them. Listen, haven't had the chance to say this the entire time that we've worked together on this podcast. The entire time I have not said these words. I'm really excited for the Buffalo Sabres playoff run.
Yeah.
We have never, in the history of the Steve Dangle Podcast, seen the Buffalo Sabres play a playoff game.
That's nuts.
Not once.
And they're playing. They're making it.
Oh, they're making it. I was in my early 20s.
They might win the Atlantic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
The Lightning might have something to say about it, but man, it's not crazy.
Here's what I'll
Sam
guarantee.
Carrick's stat, just for all you Buffalo Sabres fans out there, led the Rangers in fights this season. Or at least when he was on the team. I think he had 7 fights this year. So maybe, bring some toughness to Buffalo, punches some faces.
You need a little face punching.
Yeah.
in that
Him
division.
plus Stanley plus Schenn plus dude, it's they got a lot bigger
Tough team.
in like the matter of an hour. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So congratulations not only to Sam, to Logan, to Luke Schenn, but to the city of Buffalo who deserves this. The fans are thrilled, as they should be. And hey, they might not be done. You never know.
Congratulations, Dwayne.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's been a long run for you guys.
Shout out Dwayne.
Shout out to Dwayne. And remember, SDPN's trade deadline continues. We're going to have videos for every single trade that comes out and live stream at 5 o'clock tonight on the SDPN YouTube channel.